Some love stories never end, not because they fade, but because they are meant to be felt, not finished. I never expected to fall in love with someone who wasn't meant to stay. It started so quietly, so softly, like a gentle whisper in the deepest part of my heart. I didn't even notice how deeply I was falling until it was almost too late. He came into my life like a calm summer breeze. At first, he was just someone I laughed with, someone I shared those small, silly moments with, someone I could confide in without fear of judgment. He felt safe. But slowly, so slowly that I didn't see it happening, he became everything to me. My first thought in the morning, my last thought at night. I loved him quietly, but I loved him fully and without asking for anything in return.
Oh.
Every smile he gave me felt like coming home. Every shared silence felt like a deep, unspoken understanding between us. I thought we were building something beautiful, something that would last. Love, I've learned, doesn't always balance equally on both sides. I gave everything I had, my time, my loyalty, my entire heart, without ever asking for the same from him. He cared for me sometimes. He protected me sometimes. But he never chose me the way I chose him. It was always conditional, always on his terms. I started to notice the little things, the tiny cracks in the beautiful picture I had painted in my mind. I noticed how my absence didn't seem to disturb him, how my silence didn't make him ask what was wrong. But his absence, his silence, it shattered me into a million pieces every single time. And still, I stayed. Because love, or what I thought was love, makes you impossibly patient, makes you hopeful, even when there's no reason to be. And it makes you completely blind to the truth that's staring you right in the face. So, I started to change for him. I molded myself into the person I thought he wanted me to be. I smiled when I was sad, just to keep the mood light. I stayed quiet when I was screaming inside, just to avoid a conflict. I hid my feelings, my needs, my very essence, all to keep the fragile peace between us. But with every piece of myself I hid away, I was losing myself in a love that was never fully mine to begin with. One night I was sitting alone, looking up at the quiet stars, and a question popped into my head. A question I had been avoiding for a long time. I asked myself, if he decides to leave tomorrow, will he lose as much as I will? The silence that followed was deafening, and the answer broke my heart. No, he wouldn't. He would move on. It would be okay. And I would be left to pick up the scattered, broken pieces of a heart that I had so willingly given away. That was the moment everything changed. That was the moment I realized that loving someone shouldn't mean abandoning yourself. Loving someone shouldn't require you to become a ghost in your own life. Sometimes the bravest act of love is letting go. So, I stepped back. I didn't do it with anger or with loud accusations. There was no dramatic fight. I simply let go, quietly, gracefully. I untangled my heart from his, thread by painful thread. Walking away from him didn't make me weak. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but it made me stronger than I ever thought I could be. I still carry a small piece of him in my heart, not as a source of pain, and not as a regret. I carry it as a lesson. He taught me that loving someone deeply is a beautiful, wonderful thing, but only when that love is returned. He taught me that staying silent for too long can make you invisible, even to yourself. And most importantly, he taught me that choosing yourself is not selfish, it's absolutely necessary for survival. Some love stories don't end with two people walking hand in hand into the sunset. They end with one person walking away, filled with courage, newfound self-love, and a quiet, unshakable strength. And this one is mine. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If this resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content. Your support means the world.